I spent the good part of a day, probably not a day, but today, which is Sunday, I have tried to record another Call of Duty gameplay for you. The more annoying thing is, I actually had a second Call of Duty video recorded, but I've lost it because I think I accidentally deleted it. However, every time I log onto the game, the lag is outrageous. I fixed it, died 3 times to like just bullshit stuff. Like it's stupid. Like I came 147th in one game because I landed and died. I was like, right, okay, cool. I was just not enjoying it, so I thought, you know what, I'll carry on later. Jump back on about half an hour ago, and exactly the same stuff happened. I was getting just lobbies that were just screaming down the mic, which is fair enough because proximity chat and that, but it's not good to record gameplay in. I've had more lag to the point where I look left and it looks left, I look right, it doesn't look right, and then I look right again and I'm facing the complete opposite direction, and I'm like, what? The game needs so much work. Anyway, you guys smashed it last month on the channel. This month not so much, so please, I can't stress enough how much it helps. Just click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are a new follower. But what I'm trying to say is we're going to be sitting eating dinner. Let's get a thumbnail. That'll have to do. But we have basically just the normal pasta sauce that I like to make, you know, chopped tomatoes, some oregano, basil. I put a bit of rosemary in it because we've gone bacon this time, and I think rosemary works well with pork, so why won't it work with bacon? A little bit of honey, some salt, pepper. Bring it all to a boil, sort of, and boil off all the actual water that's in it, the water content, and just let it simmer down until you get like a thick paste. I sometimes add tomato paste into it, but tomato paste is made primarily out of cherry tomatoes, I believe, and Becky's allergic to cherry tomatoes, so when I'm cooking dinner I tend not to use it as much unless I'm cooking for myself, and I ended up using a full thing of chopped tomatoes, and I thought, well, I'm not going to need a whole. That's way too much sauce for just me, so I didn't put any in, and kept a bit of the sauce for Becky in case she wants it for dinner tomorrow at work, because she's out of the pub at the minute. Lovely. I could have gone, but I needed to record. You guys have got me instead. Anyway, that being said, we're going to chat about England and the World Cup in general, and I don't know where this is going. This is probably the first video in a very long time where I haven't got anything planned. Let us zoom out a bit. Let's have a full widescreen view. Let's do this so I can get a little closer to yourselves and eat my dinner off my desk. Right, my hands. I've also got a big so yeah, let's just sit and chat. I haven't got any topic in mind. I thought we'll sit and discuss the World Cup, thoughts on and opinions on the game last night, and see where we go. Really, I'm quite thirsty though. And I've just clocked onto the fact that the heating's on up here, so bear with. I wonder why it got quite hot. There we go. So now I'm prepared. Let's get into it. Let's take a big bite of my pasta. Pasta bacon, nice tomato sauce. see if I can go like this actually. I can't believe after all this time of recording the past couple of weeks, I haven't had my low cut on. This helps remove so much of the background audio, it's unbelievable. So now we're back to normal, so I can just, oh, that's so much better on my ears, oh my god. No wonder I've been getting headaches. Let's do that. Hey. So the England game last night. Or as you're watching this, a few days ago. England played well. Like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. We played well. We deserved to win that. But so did France. It was always going to be one of the hardest games going into the final, just from our run of games, where we finished, where other teams finished. The quarter-final was arguably going to be harder than the semi-final and or final, depending on who finishes there. The tougher game was going to be Brazil or Argentina in the final. Brazil are out. It's looking likely to be Argentina, but we cannot discredit Morocco anymore. So we always knew we were going to get a team like France in the quarter-final. And for me, that's a much harder game than getting Morocco in a semi-final or, you know, like the last year when we got Croatia in a semi-final. So in my opinion, it would have been the hardest game but the final. I think we can go out holding our heads high. I think we had a great tournament. I don't think there was one player that really let us down. Not a single player. I think Southgate got his tactics on point, which is not inking for me to say. Usually I'm blasting him. My only predicament, yet again, is the fact that we didn't take Tomori. Maguire had a great tournament. Stones had a great tournament. Walker played well. Luke Shaw played very well in my eyes. So I can't fault him or any of the players. The only thing I can fault from Southgate is the substitutions he made in that France game. We weren't attacking enough until we needed to be. I think the game plan itself worked. You know, we tried to play our football well. Didn't really happen. France went 1-0 up. And I said, that's fine. Let the game settle. We'll get back into it. Lo and behold, 1-1. Their goal arguably came against the run of play, but sometimes it happens, which is fair enough. That's fair enough. It did. Players like Olivier Giroud, they're the players that are going to win or lose them types of games for you. It's their job to try and make something out of nothing. It's the defenders' jobs to try and make it as difficult as possible, and they did. They did. But a player like Olivier Giroud, one of the most underrated players of our generation, he's done it for Arsenal. He's done it for Chelsea. He's doing it for AC Milan. He's done it for France. It was going to happen. Them big game players are what make, or what win or lose them types of games, or titles, or cups or trophies, or anything. Okay. Upsets Harry Kane, serial bottler himself. I can't hate him because he scores goals. and he missed the penalty. I don't know if I'd feel better or worse if Harry Kane were to hit the target and it be saved. Same outcome, but over that ever so closer. I'm more frustrated at the fact that he didn't hit the target. Harry Kane and his penalties have been nothing but unbelievable for England. In any of the major competitions that he's gone to, his penalties have provided vital for us. Until yesterday, he scored one, he missed one. And it's unlucky, penalties are lotteries. But you have to hit the target. You have to hit the target. If the keeper saves it, the keeper saves it. There you go. The fault has to lie with Harry Kane. And he knows that. He knows that. Like Roy Keane said, he's a top professional. He'll bounce back from that. He'll take that on the chin and he'll move forward. Now, like I mentioned, the other side of it was the substitutions. We didn't make a substitution until the 78th minute. It's not on. Not when we were 2-1 down at that point. The midfield was lacking pace. We could see that from the get-go. I personally would have brought Mason Mount on for Henderson and Rashford on for either Saka or Foden around the 65th to 70th minute. An injection of pace is what we needed in that game. There was a few times where Harry Kane was in great attacking positions, but was let down by the fact that France have such a good pacey defence. Upamecano, Lucas Hernandez, Theo Hernandez, and Varane are all pretty quick players. They're not slow by any stretch. It's not like the Italy defence. We needed to have exploited that a bit more, in my opinion, in the fact that Southgate chose to go physical over pace, and I think that, in theory, Upamecano and Varane as centre-backs are probably just as physical as Kane is. So whilst they've matched us for the physicality of it, we haven't really matched them with pace. You know, we tried Foden, who's got all that technical ability and is still a quick player. I still think Rashford is a lot quicker. And probably Wilson a bit quicker than Harry Kane. I think we could have done with him, especially towards the end of that second half. I think 2-1 down, you think, right, okay, let them press, just exploit a bit of space and get forward. Mason Mount came on and did just that. Now, say what you want about Mount not having a great tournament, couldn't give two shits. Okay, Mason Mount's a good player, he gets himself into great positions. He made that run, he exploited the space in behind, got in behind and won a penalty for us. He was on the pitch for a couple of minutes. That's what we needed from other players, and I blame Southgate for that, for not making the substitutions earlier. France played a high line because no one could get in behind. And they're probably going to go on to win it. I would prefer Argentina to. I want Messi to win. Now that England are out, I think it's Messi's to win. Well, from the quarterfinals or semi-finals onwards, it's the battle of the M's, isn't it? You've got Modric for Croatia, Mbappe for France, Messi for Argentina, and Morocco. It's the battle of the M's, baby. Could have been Maguire. Not to be. think it was a successful tournament for England. Yes. Best of the group stages. Beat Senegal. Came close against France. Matched France for a lot of that game. Why is Tuchel trending on Twitter? I don't know. That was my stomach. Yeah. So all in all, why is it so high up? There we go. I think we go again. We've got the Euros in 2 years, as we do every 2 years. We try our best to win a tournament. As we should do. We have got a great squad of players. And really, we were lacking 2 or 3 of our best players, in my opinion. Reece James not going was a major downfall because Walker did good, Trippier did good. Give him his due. But they both never really provided the attacking threat that I know Reece James could. Now, coming off the squad, I want to look at individual performances that either surprise me or just notable performances. Number 1. I know Pickford made some great saves in the game against France. I don't necessarily think he will be England's number 1 at the next tournament. I think if Ramsdale stays as he is for Arsenal in that upward trajectory, keeps putting in some good performances and puts in some good performances for England on the way to the next Euros or World Cup, I think Ramsdale's ahead of him. Luke Shaw. I keep coughing, I do apologise. I think Luke Shaw needs to leave Man United. I do think there's plenty of talent in him, but as a wing back, not necessarily a left back. I think he provides a lot more going forward than he does staying back, at the very least. Although, yeah, I think he had a great tournament. I think Mount needs to improve a lot. I know what he brings to a team like Chelsea and England. I don't see how he does that from a winger's position. Personally, I would like to see him a lot more central. I'd like to see him change his game up. Sit either just behind a striker or in that midfield. I don't see him as the winger that everyone else likes to see him and play him as, because he always ends up on the right or left, and I don't like it. But all in all, I think Jude Bellingham will win the Ballon d'Or within 5 years. Is that mad? Is that mad to say? Within 5 years? I might go within 10 years. There's still quite a few good players out there. I think Neymar and Mbappe within a chance. Musiala. What do you think? I think Bellingham showed incredible amounts of just raw, natural ability this summer. I think Liverpool get him in January. I think they either get him in January or they don't get him at all. in my opinion. If not, I would love to see him at Chelsea. I know Bowley's looking to overhaul the Chelsea attack. And I think that, I think it'd suit Chelsea's midfield. I think him next to a Kovacic, or maybe not a Kante because I think he might be leaving. But him next to a holding midfielder would be insane. I mean, we saw it next to Henderson, next to Declan Rice. I think the minute you give him that ability to express himself, and you're laughing. But it is back to club football ASAP. We've got the games coming up at the end of the month. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I finished my dinner. Finished it a couple of minutes ago. So I'm going to leave it over there. I hope this one's been a little bit more chilled for you guys out there, because I felt like I needed to just chill out tonight and just take a bit of a mental break from it, but still put a video out for you guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please, again, like,